Scopa Silas Atefo, political education talk for Scope. Permit me this early morning to provoke a short conversation and discussion around a topic that can be very fascinating within the context of our Ambazonian struggle. Leadership. Leadership is a very important tool in every organized society. A society like Ambazonia, a community of people trying to find a way to organize themselves to live together. Leadership is key. In our context, we are in a revolution. A revolution, the context of a revolution is a lot different from the context of a politically stable and a politically stable country with institutions. So let's talk leadership in the context of a revolution and in the context of a nation. May I point it out to us that these two contexts, a revolution and nation building, leadership, qualities are not found in every leader. There are exceptions. You can find a leader who possesses both qualities, but that is rare. So our discussion should be around the different leadership qualities in different times. When I think of a revolutionary leader, first, and I think very few people or no one should argue this, Commandant Fidel Castro comes first to my mind. Great Robert Mugabe comes to mind. Nelson Mandela, you can name them. All great revolutionary leaders. That's my personal political opinion. Institutional leaders, political leaders. Yes, talk of Donald Trump, President Donald Trump comes to mind. Angela Merkel, Theresa May, Dudro, Vladimir Putin, Barack Obama. These are all institutional leaders, and if you have followed all those leaders or read the history of the other revolutionary leaders, you would find similarities in these two categories. Political leaders come into an institution which already exists, and then they manage those institutions to give a direction for their people. Revolutionary leaders, however, take up a society or a community of persons or people that are scattered, diverse ideas, unorganized, try to bring them together, put together the structures that will lead them to a fully organized nation. It takes different potentials to do these two missions. The missions are different, ready-made and built from scratch. We are in a revolutionary process which is building from the scratch. But as I speak to you, I want to point it out that it is not very easy for a political leader to come into a revolutionary context and succeed, and vice versa. I'm not very sure that if President Ronald Reagan was put in the shoes of President Lincoln during the Revolutionary Wars, he would have been effective. I love Ronald Reagan. I don't know if Barack Obama was put in the shoes of Lincoln, he would have succeeded. I don't think so. Neither would have Putin. Neither would have Theresa May. No, Angela Merkel. Now, let me also point out something about revolutionary leaders. They are good for the revolution. Most of the times, not good for the political institution that comes after the revolution. Commandant Fidel Castro, the great work that he did in the revolution, he was loved and admired, a charm of the people. After the revolution, the political system that was established, he was not perfectly suited for that political system because he was a revolutionary leader. Take that to Robert Mugabe, great revolutionary leader, well admired across the board in Africa, did some great things as a revolutionary leader, has a lot of strong points that I also admire. Came to the political institution after the revolution, failed woefully. Nelson Mandela, one of the exceptions, possessed a revolutionary quality and also some great political leadership. That's one in a million. He himself knew his limitations as a political leader. That is why when he came to power as a political leader, he simply just laid the groundwork for real political leaders to come forth and take over what the revolution have achieved. That I give my great respect to the great Nelson Mandela, one in a million. Now, as Ambazonians, we are called upon, my call this morning is for us to, both our citizens and our leadership, to search themselves and find out what qualities their leaders possess so that they can effectively judge them, and for the leaders to search themselves and know what qualities they possess so that they can reorganize themselves. If you find that you possess political leadership, and we are currently in a revolution, you can do the revolution a great favor by playing a citizenship role rather than a leadership role. We have a lot of political leaders in this revolution who are not meant for revolution, but will be very, very effective in the in a political system that will come after the revolution. Same with a lot of revolutionary leaders who are not doing the revolutionary work that they possess the qualities for, and they are just sitting back and watching political leaders running around and struggling with the revolution. If you are that revolutionary leader, my call this morning is for you to step up and take up the mantle and free Ambazonia. Take up the mantle and act like a leader. Do not sit back and hold yourself, because the leadership quality that is in you and you are saving it for later, you will not fit in that society. So keep that leadership quality for keeping that leadership quality for later is doing the revolution a disfavor. Join the revolution now and serve where you belong. Silas Ate for Scopes Political Education. We will continue this conversation. Thank you.